What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. It is Growing Upstairs with your host, Holden and
Noah.
Welcome back. I need that song in the lineup right here. Welcome back. I don't even know how it goes, dude. Isn't that an Eminem song? Yeah, the old song, Welcome Back.
Guess who's back?
That's it. Guess who's back. My goodness, dude. I threw it all off. Right off the get-go of this thing, I threw it off. So anyway, Noah is back with us, and we've got a room full of people right now. We've got a few guests on our hands. First of all, the guest of the week as the speaker of the week.
Hi, guys.
Miss Grace, welcome back.
Hi, guys.
And our first two, we did our sign up. We've got a lot of kids that are signed up. We've got a couple of youth here. We've got Mr. Andrew. Nope. Mr. Ken.
Hey.
And Mr. Colt.
Yo.
Say it one more time. Let me hear.
Yo.
Dude.
Dude.
So we got the guys here with us. We're gonna have a lot of fun tonight. You guys just kind of relax, take it easy, nothing to be nervous about. We've got a game that we're gonna play. We've got a bunch of money up here on the table for some reason, but we're gonna have a lot of fun with this thing. First of all, I want to say thank you guys for signing up. I appreciate you guys coming on. I hope you guys have a good time, and if you don't, it's Grace's fault. You know,
that's just not true, actually. That's simply not true.
So anyways, what we like to do every week when we first get this thing started is we'll go around the room and kind of ask, how's your week been over the past week? Noah's been gone. So we're going to start with Noah. Noah, how's your week been since you were gone last week, but you're back, so you kind of got to catch us up on 2 weeks.
Man, I feel like I've been gone forever.
You also sound like you've been gone forever.
I sound like I went to the Braves game Monday night.
That was the one to go to, though.
Oh, my goodness. Dude, my voice is pretty rough, not gonna lie, but it's great to be back. It's good to be back in the podcast studio. And yeah, I mean, I know we talked last week a little bit over the phone during the podcast, but finished up with banking class in Macon and came back home and spent the weekend with some family and friends. Went to the FSU game Saturday, saw them win, and actually got a chance, like I said, to go up to Atlanta Monday and see the Braves win game 2, and that was an awesome experience. Yeah. So it's been a very busy, eventful week. So
it's funny.
And a half.
I texted you. The Braves were losing pretty bad. We were down, I think 3-0 or 4-0 at one point, and Noah was like, "This is awful." And I was like, "Dude, just think about it. If they make this comeback, you get to say you witnessed it." And he witnessed it, guys, because they came all the way back and won the game 5-4. Yeah. I understand why you don't have a voice.
It was amazing, dude.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
It's not amazing tonight, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to move straight from it. Grace, how's your week been since last week?
Well, first of all, I just want to circle back to Noah.
Circle back.
So we're going to circle back. What exactly did you learn at banking school?
Okay. This is what I said last week. I guess they have to go back and learn how to count money again.
Yeah, so basically,
third grade all over again.
They laid a whole lot of money out on the table.
Right.
And they were like, count this as fast as you can.
Are you being serious? Or
No, I'm just kidding. It was
count really fast, though. I thought that was part of your training.
It was a lending class. So I had to learn all about, like, what makes a good loan, how to make good loans, loan practices, like different laws that banks have to be under to make loans to people.
Yeah, I really thought it was see how fast you could count this money.
Yeah,
I thought that was it.
It was
all
not.
Right, well, that's interesting. Not as interesting as I thought it was going to be, but that's interesting. My week, it was good. I didn't do anything, I don't think.
Nothing at all?
I'm trying to remember. I really don't think that I did anything.
Nothing happening? Nothing, just live life?
Yeah. Update on my friend, though.
Oh, yes. Let's hear this.
So she had her last brain radiation treatment on this past Monday. So now she just has 2 weeks left of high-dose spine. So she's almost done, praise the Lord. But she has started losing her hair, so just it sounds silly to ask for prayers over that, but as a girl, it's really hard to lose your hair over something like that. So just prayers for that.
Yeah, continued prayers for that. I'm not a girl, and I'm losing mine, and I'm like, I really don't want to lose my hair, but I don't really have a choice in that, and her circumstance is much different.
Yeah.
So continued prayers for that. Let's move it over to our guests, Mr. Ken. How's your week been going, buddy?
Pretty good.
Football
Practice been fun.
You know, slide a little closer to that microphone there.
Yeah.
There we go. Football practice has been good. Y'all had a big win Friday?
We did.
Yeah? Well, Thursday actually. Y'all, I guess y'all had the long week. Why do they call it a fall break? You got 2 days off.
Some schools get like a whole week though.
I know.
My
That's
friend
what
in
I'm
Athens
saying.
got a
Like,
whole
let
week.
me get out on Friday. I'll see y'all back next Friday instead of get off Friday and come back Tuesday. I just
Vacancy
don't
got a
wanna do it.
Monday and a Friday.
That's what they did.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. It's weird. Anyways, that's a good long weekend. Y'all do anything? Just hang out?
Just hang out.
Yeah, hang out. How about you, Colt?
Not much, man. I just went to physical therapy Monday, but it's been pretty uneventful. But
Pretty uneventful. I got you. Well, we got a really exciting crowd here tonight. Really exciting crowd. We got banking school going on. We got not much of anything happening anywhere else.
And
I'm
just
gonna,
hanging out.
I'm gonna tell you, my week, guys, has been off the chain. I got in a tractor, and it's been about it. And then I planned this show. So, anyways, our purpose of this show is we're growing with God together. We talk about Jesus' life and music. And guys, for the first time ever, I have a game for us. You guys down to play a game?
Game night?
Game night. I decided to put this thing in. I was thinking about it earlier. I was like, how fun would it be if we had like a game that we could play? And I literally put this in last second. So if it goes off the chain, you guys kind of deal with it. So there's 2 ways that we can play this game. There's 2 ways. We can you can just shout your name and say, Ken, if you've got the answer to this, or should we all write it down? What do you guys think?
We should write it down.
Everybody got your phone? You're not going to literally write it. You can type it in your phone, okay? So what I've got here, I've got sounds, okay? These are the intros to streaming services. Everybody streams movies, TV, all this now, right? So these are the intros to these streaming movies or streaming platforms, streaming services, okay? So I'm going to play it, and all you guys got to do is type in. You guys, I guess, you're sitting right next to each other, so you're going to cheat off each other. There's no doubt about that, right?
No cheating.
But what we're going to do is I'm going to play it. I'll give you guys a few seconds. Just type it in what you think the streaming service is, okay? Everybody game on that?
Is this like you have to be faster than the other person?
No, you don't have to be fast. That's
You
why.
have to show you
That's
my
why.
answer?
Yeah, that's why we're typing them in.
I'm showing
Okay.
you my answer as soon as I type it.
No, you won't show it. Like I'm going to play it.
Okay.
You're going to type
Type
it in.
it. Okay.
I'm
Got
going to
it.
give everybody a chance to get it typed in,
Okay.
and then we're going to reveal what it is.
Okay.
So first sound, everybody ready? Here we go. Everybody hear that? I want to make sure. Give me thumbs if you heard it, just so I know that you heard it.
Dude, I heard it, but I know
It's
where
cool.
it's from. I just
I'll give you one more time. Then we're going to have to type it
I'm
in.
like 97% sure that I have it.
Okay? One more time. Here we go. All right,
oh
I'm
my
gonna have
gosh.
to have to put kind of like a little countdown on here. I should have had like some. Oh, here we go. I'll just do this. No, that's the wrong one. Oh, I can't do it. One more time for you. All right, I'm gonna give you guys
Oh,
5
dude.
seconds.
I'm gonna feel so dumb when I hear what it is.
5, 4, 3, 2. Put your thumbs down. Since we're typing it. All right.
Oh.
What you got? You got anything, Noah?
Is it Hulu?
Hulu. What you got?
Is it ABC?
ABC. What
That
you guys
sounds
got?
right.
I had no idea.
I was thinking Freeform too.
but National
Hmm.
Geographic.
National Geographic. Well, Grace with the first point. That is ABC is what that is.
Let's go.
So Grace with 1 point.
You watch too much TV, Grace.
You do.
I do indeed.
So
That's from Grey's Anatomy. That's
Alright.
the only reason I know that.
yeah, that's true. Keep up with this. Keep up with your points because I don't.
Grace has
well, I
1
guess I
point.
could do this. Let me do this. I'll write it down on this little sheet of paper that I have right here. Grace 1. All right.
Is that from like the 1970s? Why is it so
It's
old
actually.
looking?
I don't know. It's just colored up. Why are you making fun of my notebook right now? Why are you making fun
I
of?
thought you just
All right.
found it in here.
Let's move on to number 2. You guys ready? I'm gonna be honest with you. They get pretty tough. A couple of them are really
That sounds
easy,
like raindrops.
but a
I don't
couple of them
know.
get easy. All right, are
Play that
tougher.
one
Here we go. Hear it again.
Oh
They're thinking.
dear.
They're thinking about it. They're not sure.
I'm
You're
going with the
curious?
guess.
They're wondering, is this what it is? I'm gonna play it one more time, and then I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. Three,
They're cheating. over
2,
there.
1. All right, what you got, Noah?
Is it Fox?
Fox, what you got?
Can I give you 2 answers?
Well, you
No.
know, generally in life we just go with one
I'm scared.
most of the time.
All right, I'm gonna go with stars.
Stars, okay.
NBC.
NBC.
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
Oh,
All
that's
good,
That's a good answer.
but nobody's got this
Oh
one
my
right.
gosh.
That one is the Amazon original movies.
What?
Just wait. Just wait. It gets
My
better.
second guess was not right either.
So this one, I would have never got this one either. It was extremely difficult. Let's move on to the next one. Everybody should know this. Right? Everybody should know this.
What?
I'm sorry. Sounds like.
Everybody in this room, I would think, should know this one. Can you hear it?
Can we do it one more time?
One more time. That's got some serious bass in it,
Yeah,
too.
it does.
I don't know what that is.
5, 4,
Whoa, 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 whoa.
3.5, 3 2/4.
All right, I have a guess. It's not right,
right.
but
Noah, what you got?
All right, Hulu. Again.
Hulu,
I don't even want to say it. Is it Netflix?
Netflix,
I said Hulu too.
Hulu,
I put Tubi.
TV. Nobody got it either. That's Apple TV Plus.
What?
Apple TV
Play it one
Plus.
more time.
Do you think? Not rich enough for that.
Honestly, now that you say that,
Yeah.
I hear it.
Some of these, like with I think, what have we done so for like ABC and stuff? You always hear those before A, B, and C before the shows. You always hear those, but some of these you don't. All right, let's move on to the next one. Right now, Grace is up on y'all 1-0 to nothing.
Let's go.
Anyways, next one. Those sound a lot alike too, don't they?
Is that one thing?
That almost sounds like AT&T. One more time. That's pretty
It
tough.
sounds like Paramount.
Really, this is one of the last toughest ones, I think, anyway. Me personally. But what do I know? I'm the one looking at the answers. All right, I'm going to give you guys 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. What you got?
I'm going to go with Paramount.
He's going with Paramount. What you got?
Peacock.
Peacock.
Paramount too.
Paramount.
I'll go on Hulu.
Hulu. Nobody got that one either. That's Prime Video.
Oh,
Dude,
my.
I have none of these
I know.
streaming services.
That's why these next ones are going to get a little easier for you. They just got very difficult at the start of this, okay? That one was Prime Video. Here's the Amazon original. And then here's the other one. They're almost the same.
The beginning
What?
of the
They just have
Amazon
a
one
little bit
sounds like
different.
Stranger Things.
Yeah. All right, let's go on to the next.
Colt knew that one. Like you didn't even finish and he knew that one.
I'll say this. This is the last hard one.
You said that about the last one.
Well, this is literally the last hard one. Think of, I don't know, that wouldn't really work either. I can't give you a hint. That's a pretty tough one. Give you guys 3 seconds. 1. What you got, Noah?
Peacock.
Peacock.
Freeform.
Freeform.
Disney.
Disney.
The Disney Castle intro from all the old movies.
Isn't that it like DreamWorks? Something like that? What is that one?
I think it is.
The one with the
DreamWorks.
because then it goes to the guy on the moon,
That's
doesn't
the
it?
one where it like slowly fades into the castle or whatever.
Yeah, that's not what it is. But anyways, that is CBS. CBS.
What in the world? CBS has a streaming service?
I didn't know it either. Listen, guys, I don't make the rules. I just make the game. Okay. Anyways, all right, moving on to the next one. Like I said, they are easy from this point on. Okay, here we go.
Oh, I got that. Easy
Come on,
money.
come on. Now we're getting
Easy
there.
money.
Wait, do it again.
Watch me miss it.
Don't listen to that very end. Sorry, guys. One more time. 3 seconds. 2. Did you already type something in?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, my bad. Go ahead.
Hulu.
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 They're changing their guess.
Hulu.
This is rigged.
I hope I don't have it wrong. That's not Hulu.
It's not?
Uh-uh.
What is it?
That's Disney.
Sabotage.
To be completely honest, I did not type anything
You know
down.
what? That is Disney.
That's Disney. Think of the little thing.
I sabotaged everybody's guess.
Right there. All right, Grace has still got one. You guys have none. I've got 2 left, okay? This next one is probably the easiest of all of them. Here we go. She's like, no, it's not. I thought you said this one was easy. One more time. All right, I'm going to play it for you guys one more time and give you 5 seconds, okay?
Can you tell me whether it's an actual streaming service or if it's like a channel that has now a streaming
So I'll give you this hint. It is a streaming service, and I don't think it's a channel anymore.
Okay.
Does that help you?
Yeah.
What you got, Noah?
I'm going to go with Paramount.
Paramount.
Is it CWS? Or the CW? It's the CW.
The CW?
Yeah.
All right, let's give you a
National Geographic.
National Geographic.
National Geographic.
Oh, you guys didn't cheat off each other or anything. It is not. That is HBO, which is now Max. Let's hear it one more time.
That was so hard.
That does not sound like Max at all.
That's it. That's the one. All right, last one for you guys, as this game has gone completely the opposite direction I thought it would. But here we go. Last one. Here we go. Don't they all just start to sound like the exact
They
same
do.
one?
They do.
Like after it, I start going, man, these all sound the same now. They're typing. They've got a pretty good idea of it over there. Feeling good about it? How you feeling, Noah?
Pretty bad.
How about you, Grace?
I'm not feeling too confident.
Need it one more time, or are we good?
Just one more time, just for good time's sake.
All right, what you got over there?
All right, I'm going to guess Hulu one more time.
Hulu.
A follow-up question: did we already guess the one that has like the feathers that I'm talking about? The feathers that like span out.
I can't give you that answer.
All right. Well, my guess is NBC.
NBC.
Netflix.
I put Netflix too.
Netflix too. There's only one Netflix. But no, there is somebody that's right though. It's Hulu.
Let's go. Finally.
It's Hulu as the last one.
So
Then-
me and Grace tied.
Yeah, you end up tying, which is not really fun. And the way we've always ended ties is you do rock, paper, scissors. And that's not really fun either, to be honest with you. The one that I realized afterwards, I was like, I really should have put Netflix in there. But Netflix is the one, doesn't it go doo-doo
Yep.
as soon as you start? I feel like that might have been
I
too
would have
easy.
gotten Netflix pretty easy.
Might have ended up being too easy for us. But anyways, did you guys like that game? That game okay?
That was a good time.
Boring? It's okay. We got
Really shows me how much knowledge I have of streaming services.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way too, though, because I was looking at it, I was like, I don't know some of these either, but
Next week,
let's see how they
we
do.
should play the sports intro challenge.
That's a good idea.
like
I
Fox.
am
And
out. I'm already gonna tap out on that one.
Let me write this down. No, I talk while I write this down.
I'm talking into the mic while Holden's writing that down.
Thanks, Noah. I really appreciate you covering for
Absolutely,
us there.
sure thing.
Did a great job. All right, let's get into some fun questions real quick before we dive into the deep stuff here. What is something that you thought was pronounced differently than it actually is? So, for example, all my life, I thought that Andy Griffith, I thought it was the Andy Griffin show. What?
I think I still call it Andy Griffin.
Yeah,
Show.
I always thought it was Andy Griffin. So one day I was like, oh, yeah, the Andy Griffin show's
Kinda
on.
like-
Somebody was like, no, that's not it.
Kind of like your Cody Carnes.
Shh, no, you don't have to tell everybody. Yeah, I said, oh, what was the other one? Phil Wickwam? What did I
Phil
call him?
Wickman.
Wickman. I was like, what up, Phil Wickman? So do you guys have anything that you thought was pronounced differently than it actually is?
Just some names and stuff.
What people's names? Yeah, that makes
I
sense.
can't name any of them. Forgot them.
You can't name any of the names that you're thinking are named one way, but you say it a different way. That kind of makes sense. What about you, Grace? You got anything?
In college, I was doing something for my sorority, and I thought that it was pronounced Provence, but it's Province. Did not live that one down for a while.
That's pretty
What
good.
was one?
Somebody's getting arrested outside, by the way, if you can hear the sirens through this.
Oh, the other day I was with Lori and we were with her mom, and they were saying it's a poinsettia, and I thought it was a poinsettia.
Poinsettia? Yeah, it is.
I've always
it a
said
poinsettia?
poinsettia.
It's a poinsettia.
Well, her and
Now
Miss
she's
Amanda were
joking
like,
with you.
poinsettia, and I was
It's
like, I
not a
just don't think that's it.
Please tell me y'all were just messing with her.
No, that's
Y'all really
literally
think
how
it's
they were saying.
poinsettia? So you have an answer to this question
Miss
then.
Amanda was like, I'm just not buying any poinsettias. I was like, no, you're gonna get a poinsettia.
She's like, yeah,
It's
I wouldn't
literally
go.
poinsettia.
I wouldn't go buy a poinsettia either.
It's a poinsettia.
Poinsettia what? What you talking about over there? It's
I
poinsettia.
was so
I'm
confused.
Poe instead of Rich.
Man. Y'all see that poinsettia they had over there on the Andy Griffin show? And that guy's name Elijah, we couldn't say it right. Elijah.
I got another one.
I had a cousin growing up. He thought that the song "Staying Alive" by the Bee Gees, you know what I'm talking about? He thought it said "Chicken Delight." Chicken Delight. Chicken Delight.
The chicken's alive. Chicken's alive.
No, Chicken Delight.
I know. I just added my own
Oh,
curve.
okay. Just whatever you can think
That's
of.
nuts.
The chicken is something.
I know what we're doing next week. Next week is we're coming up with lyrics that we thought were one thing and they're not. That's another good. That's another good way
That's a
you can
good
spin that because there's so many lyrics that it's like that is not right. Chicken delight. Chicken delight. Oh, that's funny. You got another one over there, Grace? Or you ready to move on?
Well, I did, but then I remember that I don't really know how to pronounce the actual word. I just know that it's wrong when I say it.
Yeah.
But we did a study on Ephesians,
Poinsettia.
and I was talking. What was it, Lori? It was like Ephesus.
Oh yeah.
It's how do you say it?
The Ephesus.
Ephesus.
Yeah.
But I was saying Ephesus.
It's okay.
No,
I
that's
was in
that's
the
a
middle-
pitch you throw in baseball. It's called an ephus.
I was in the middle of prayer, and I was like, "Thank you, Lord." Like I don't even remember what I was saying. It was like Ephesus, and I was like, "Hold on, excuse me, Lord. I'm so sorry." It was so bad.
Do y'all ever have that, like, especially when I was a kid, like in youth too? I'd be sitting there, and for whatever reason, the dumbest thing would cross my mind while the preacher's up there either preaching or praying, and I'm sitting there going, bruh, please don't laugh right now. Please don't laugh right now in the middle of all this. Y'all ever have that?
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of weird looks in class for doing that.
Yeah.
It's very easy to do that. I can't really help it sometimes.
Just start laughing for no reason. You too, Ken?
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes. That's funny. God, that's a good. All right, let's move on to the next question here. But since I asked the other guys when they were on here the last time, we don't have to answer this because we already have. What's your favorite ice cream?
Vanilla.
Vanilla. My
I
guy.
love that. Vanilla's my favorite too.
Rocky Road all the way, man.
Rocky Road, man. That is a rocky road. All right, so
Rocky
tell me
Road.
why do you like vanilla?
It's just the best.
It's plain. I can put
Period.
whatever I want in it and it's still good.
Period.
I'm not putting strawberries in my chocolate ice cream. That's gross. But I put strawberry and vanilla. Banging. Delicious. Still good in all ways. All right. What's something that you don't like? Wait. What's something that you don't like that most people do? For me, for an example, watermelon. I don't like it, and almost everybody else does. So what is something that you guys don't like that a lot of other people do? Whoever wants to start it. If you got one, hit me with it.
I don't like watermelon either, but it's mostly caramel. I don't like caramel.
Oh, I love caramel. That's a flavor that just... You like Rocky Road, but you don't like caramel? What about you, Ken?
Watermelon, pineapple.
Pineapple
Stuff like
is
that.
good. Pineapple's good too. What is it about
You know,
watermelon?
fruit guy.
Nah,
It's
not
a
really. I like
texture
strawberries.
thing.
do you
about
like
watermelon.
bananas?
I like bananas.
I love bananas.
So you do like fruit.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
not
so
watermelon
just
and
fruit.
Just not
pineapple.
watermelon and pineapple.
Gotcha.
Watermelon like doesn't have a taste, but it has a taste. Like it's so weird.
It tastes like I'm chewing on like
It's not
Dasani water or
good. It's
something.
just not good. It's just not good.
That's a disgrace to watermelon.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't know what it is, dude. I just don't.
I taste more
Careful.
water usually when you eat like watermelon. It's
Yeah.
just like straight water. I can't really taste anything.
That's where it got its name. Watermelon. Got a whole lot of water up in that thing. Y'all ever see like people will put them in the pool and just let them float around out there
Dude,
in the
people
pool?
that put
I'm
salt,
like,
My
why?
dad loves to do
like
that.
people put salt on watermelon.
Hold up,
That is
hold up. Did y'all see this trend a couple years ago that was like put mustard on your watermelon and it supposedly makes it really sweet?
Mm-mm.
No.
Nope.
Yeah, think about it like that. But go and do it. Like for real.
Thank
Have you tried it?
No, I'm bringing a watermelon. I don't like watermelon, but even if I did, I don't think I'm going to put mustard on it. That just seems like it's like, no, this is the end of
Those two
this.
things just don't mix.
But they said that when you put it together, for whatever reason, it makes it sweet. And I
they
don't,
say
I don't
that
know
about
how.
the salt too, but I don't.
know.
I
So
don't-
next week I'm going to bring a watermelon, and we're going to get Noah to try it live on the show and see how it is. So on the other side of that, let's flip it around. What is something that you like that most people don't? For me, it's supreme pizza. A lot of people don't like all that stuff that's on the pizza, and I do. What about you guys?
I don't know. I was still thinking about the stuff that I don't like.
Yeah. Now think about something that you do like that others don't.
My thing that I don't like, I want to go back to that because I didn't get to answer.
Oh, my bad.
I didn't either.
I'll bring
Guys,
it back
you
around.
guys
I'll
can
bring it
answer.
back
You
around.
guys can answer. Circle back.
Okay, we're gonna circle back. My thing that I don't like is pork chops. I cannot stand a pork chop, and my family just thinks that we have to have them weekly. And you know, you just have a bad day at work. You come home, it's a pork chop. Are you kidding me? No, thank you. I just
Is
don't.
hating heavily
like
on
coming
these
home
pork
and
chops
seeing
right
the,
now. So is
uh,
Ken.
The cooker, the
Slow cooker.
The slow
no,
cooker.
no, I'm going back to work. I'm not doing
So,
that.
so I have had these pork chops on all day. You are eating these pork chops.
my
No, thank you.
my food that nobody likes, or no, that everybody likes, pretty much that I don't like, is mayonnaise.
Well, I mean, I'm not eating it by itself.
I don't
But like, you don't
You're
want it
not
on a
eating spoons off the
sandwich, on a
jar.
burger, or a hot dog,
No.
or nothing like that.
Hot dog. Ugh.
Well, I mean, you already don't like it, so you really ain't gonna like it with a
Dude.
hot dog.
No mayonnaise, sour cream. Ugh.
I will eat sour cream, but it's got to be like people that get their tacos from Taco Bell Supreme. I ain't with it.
Yeah.
Just ain't doing it. What were you about to say? You don't like pork chops either?
I like pork chops.
Oh no.
Oh,
I
No,
just
no,
can't
no,
believe
no, no.
Grace don't like them.
yeah, that is. Like I'm indifferent. I mean, I'll eat them.
They make my good day bad. Just don't like 'em.
She's like, my day. I come home, there's pork chops ruined.
It is. I'm not
My whole day is
kidding.
ruined. My whole day.
And
What
my
did-
dad just thinks they're the best thing ever, so we have them all the time. Like,
so did you guys have an answer for the flip flop of that? Like for me, I like supreme pizza. And most people don't.
I don't like that we like or we don't.
Something that you like, but a lot of people don't like.
oh,
So for Noah, it would be watermelon. Like we don't like watermelon.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people like watermelon. Go
mine's
ahead.
Peeps. I love Peeps. And or candy corn. Everybody hates on them. And
Oh,
I do
they're
like
so
corn.
good.
I do like candy corn. That's a good one. There are a lot of people that hate on it, and it's that
Yeah.
time of year too.
I
Pe-
love to sit there and eat wax. It's my favorite activity. Like candy corn.
Well, then I don't have an answer back to that. To be honest with you, you guys got anything? Grace is getting all kind of comfortable. She done slung the shoe up there on the table and
Sorry.
everything. You guys
I'll
smell
put it back
that?
down. I'll put it back down. My
Yeah.
shoe was still on.
Anybody got anything else for that?
No.
Let's see if this button works. What in the world is that?
Whoa.
I think I lost my sound, guys. Let's see what this button does.
Pizza, pizza.
Oh, there it is. I'm honest with you. I was like, I don't know what this button's about to play. So we got to talk about it since I said something about the Supreme Pizza. So I'm going to tell you guys the same way that I told the other guys. Okay. You don't have to throw anybody under the bus for this, but I know there's a certain somebody here that really wants to talk about a pizza story. So let's hear the pizza story from you guys.
I was the only one that offered to pay for the pizza.
You did offer to pay for it there.
Nobody else offered to.
Yeah.
And Noah was like begging for that pizza.
This Noah?
No, Noah Sherman was begging for some pizza all
Yeah.
week. So,
Ken
and
bought
Andrew
him
was
pizza.
too. Andrew was begging for it too.
Kim was just the financial means to the pizza problem.
I'm still so blown away because how much did the pizza cost?
I have no idea.
So you just handed the man money and
Did it
left?
say, like you didn't
You're running
remember?
away from the counselor, man.
Oh yeah, y'all were busy trying to not get caught
Yeah.
while buying a $12.50 pizza that cost y'all much more than $12.50.
Couldn't have just like told him to go back, grab me another pizza.
I
Why
don't
would I
think it
do
works.
that?
I don't think it
I
works
couldn't
that
do
way.
that to him.
Yeah.
That's what I was like when they got there. I was like, just take it. Couldn't do
He
nothing.
didn't have any change.
No. He said, we don't have any change. I was like, just take it.
Could you have paid with like card? Like, did he
No,
have like
I
a
don't think
square
so.
or something you
Probably
could?
Like, bro, can I just Venmo you? He's like, yeah, you can Venmo me. I'm not going back to work for the rest of the day, but you can Venmo me.
We're on the run. Like I said,
Wait, hold up.
That sounds so
So-
bad. It sounds so bad. I was on the run.
Were there counselors like outside whenever y'all were getting the pizza?
there was one we saw. but
Oh,
we
this
hid
is
from
crazy. This
they
is
say
part we
anything?
didn't see or hear about.
Me and the other person that went out and got it, we were hiding from them,
What'd y'all do? Grab the pizza and jump in the bushes or something?
Hid behind the building.
Let me ask this: was there ever a time, Ken, during this excursion that you thought to yourself, "This was not a good idea"?
Every second of it.
He's like, as soon as we hung up the phone, before they ever even drove this way to do this. What are you talking about? You ate the pizza. You're a culprit to this thing too. All I gotta say, y'all, is Fuge is gonna be lit next year for 2 reasons. 1, because it just is, and 2, because I'm gonna be there. No, I'm just kidding.
And 3, we're not going to break any rules this time, okay? Right, guys?
Or Lord
Hunter-
willing, all
Hunter
the
might
youth
break
leaders will
some.
be there.
I don't know. Hunter's looking a little suspicious. I think
Hunter
he's
is
gonna break
not
some.
trustworthy at Fuge.
Suspicious?
Brownie.
Suspicious. Suspicious. That's pretty good. All right, so we got a whole nother side to the pizza story that I don't think we were really anticipating getting to.
Yep.
I know you guys had a couple of things that you were thinking of as far as like we talked about youth stories. Y'all have some stories that y'all want to tell us about?
The dodgeball story.
Let's hear it. Let me turn some music on. You don't really have to dance to this one, but anyways, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Well,
Did you say dodgeball? What'd you say?
Dodgeball. We
Let's
were
hear
in a
about it.
Dodgeball tournament.
Talk into that mic real heavy.
And
There you go.
the team was me, Andrew, Noah, Hunter, and Ben. And we faced the girls from the church first, and Ben clutched up in that one and won it. And then in the second round, it was like down to Andrew and this one kid, and Andrew gets the kid out, but his foot is over the line and they call him
boy.
out, and we lose the whole tournament because of Andrew's big feet.
Blames it on Andrew's
It's like
feet
that
the whole
one
time.
shot that KD, if he would have made against the Bucks, they would have won the series.
But Gramps got the video of it, and his foot was like not over the line. Like it was like an
Jeez.
inch over the
Dude,
line.
I would have, if I knew that y'all had video evidence, I'd have been like, we got the evidence right here.
I didn't know until after. I
Oh, well, that makes
was
sense.
looking on
'Cause
Gramps'
I'd have been
phone.
fighting for that. Golly. That stinks, dude. To lose because your toe is sticking over the line.
And they told
like
us
that.
after we celebrated. Like after
my
we were
goodness.
celebrating the win.
You get done and everything. They're like,
they're
by the
like,
way, the winner is the other guys that are not
They're just
cheering.
like- They're just like, y'all lost, by the way.
Dude, that's so
Dang.
mean. That makes me want. I feel better about the pizza situation now just because of that. Was that the same trip?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I really don't. That was awful. You guys shouldn't have done that. You should have bought the girls some too. But
Very
anyways, I
bad,
digress.
terrible move, guys.
Awful.
Tweet.
Slap on the wrist. Let's move forward. Any other stories that you guys were thinking of? What about you? Do you have so all of the stories that you sent me last week? I don't know anything about them. He told us the dodgeball story, but 2 other people sent, and you sent me what they wanted to talk about, and I was like, I don't know about the dodgeball story. What am I supposed to say?
Let's see.
I don't think Gramps had a big story for it either. So
It's loading for me now.
we're loading. So let's think about this for a minute. I don't know where I got this sound from, but it's about as dinky as it could be.
Okay, so we got the dodgeball. Oh, this one's pretty good. So one of our youth, he sent in the gopher story from Fuge. Let's see, that would have been, I think, 3 years ago now. Do you remember that, Ken?
Is it from the girls' dorm?
No, the
Oh.
gopher that was at
The gopher.
Oh, at the
Goodwill place
yeah,
we
I remember
went.
that.
It was like a thrift shop that we went to.
We were hitting
So
golf balls.
get this, there's like a thrift shop that we go to, right, for Fuge, for the mission Fuge that we were doing that day.
Joe's Barefootness?
No. This is like a
That's the
thrift.
coffee shop.
Yeah, Barefoot's Joe.
Yeah, but this is a thrift store. And so all the girls went inside to help like straighten up the coat racks and stuff and fix things up. And the guys went outside to do things outside and help straighten up things outside. Well, we're just outside, working, picking up trash here and there. And I'll let Ken step in. Looks like he wants to tell the rest.
Well, we were hitting some golf balls too. Like Greer found some golf clubs, and we started hitting golf balls.
Just randomly laying in this thrift store. He's like, well, these look like.
Let me set the picture for you. It basically looked like we were walking around in a junkyard. Like there was,
So they decided up top golf time.
yeah. So they found these golf clubs and they were hitting the golf balls and stuff. And then literally randomly out of nowhere, we looked to our right and this huge gopher, like, I mean, it was gigantic, dude. It just takes off running through the fence and it runs at us. And then Did it run under the fence?
It
Ken?
ran under the fence.
Yeah. So it like runs out and runs towards us, and I think we scared the gopher.
Yeah.
And then the gopher just went, just
better.
took out under the fence.
What is it? What is it with you guys and these random stories that happen to y'all?
I'm telling you, man. Just go to Feuds with us this summer, and you'll see.
I'm starting to wonder if I shouldn't. Just kidding. No, I'm looking forward to it. We're going to make new memories. I'm just going to order the pizza for everybody instead of
That's so kind.
just the
The girls were
guys.
so sad over there with no pizza.
Yeah. Well, you know, what was it? Fifth quarter, like all that pizza was downstairs, and then all of it magically ended up back upstairs. Anyways, you guys got anything else? Was that the only other story, or was there one more in there? That was it on the stories? I don't know why I felt like there was one more in it. I guess not. So the gopher ran straight at you. How'd you feel about it, Ken?
The
It was just
only
like weird.
the only other one is the escape room when Andrew threw down the Bible. and I don't know if I remember
This got
that.
a
Ken,
reaction out of everybody in the
do you
room.
remember that, Ken?
I remember it a little bit. I don't remember why.
You guys know?
Didn't he think it was a clue or something?
Probably.
I
He threw the Bible down because he thought it was a clue.
I honestly was. I don't think I was there.
No,
So we're gonna.
I think he threw it because he didn't think it had anything in it, and he hit something like perfectly, and it like opened the door. And
Really?
I think that was what happened. Yeah.
Oh, is that the one where it like basically ended the entire escape room? Okay, yeah.
Well, he
I have heard
escaped.
that
He
story.
found the way out.
I was not there when that happened, but I have heard that story.
That's pretty interesting. So he gets mad, throws a Bible, and somehow opens the door.
I got a little piece of paper that said like I died or something. Like it was weird.
At the escape room?
On my birthday.
I remember that. That was in
I am
Tallahassee.
so confused by all that. You got a random piece of paper. So what? How was that supposed to help you escape? Were you supposed to just lay down and die?
It just said I died. Like they did like
What kind of escape rooms are y'all going to?
No,
A birthday thing?
the
You can talk. You're good. It's a birthday thing that you're
the
supposed to
escape
die?
room.
The birthday person has to die.
Dies.
The escape room that they did, the theme of it was like Western or something like that. And there was the backstory of the entire escape room was that somebody
Hunter's
had been
disagreeing with you.
killed,
hard.
right?
Give him the microphone. Come here, get on the microphone. Tell us about it.
Tell us, Hunter.
It wasn't Western. It was basically I don't really know how to explain it, but it was not Western. It was kind of like 1960s kind of thing, just like a
That is Western,
mystery
Hunter.
murder mystery kind of thing. So yeah,
Is the 60s not like Westernish?
Not everybody
Well, I
in the
mean,
60s
this
was
Well, I guess that's
Western.
true. I guess that's true. You got the
Not
New,
everybody
you got the
had
New
cowboy
York
boots.
big puffy dresses is not the same.
well, I mean, we
well, that
were
could be
just
Western too.
surrounded by buildings and apartments and stuff like that. Like there was like a drink shop, I guess you could say, and then there
Interesting.
was like a random house
Interesting.
next to a brick building.
Where are we going with this? Where's this? I'm lost.
It's an escape room. You,
Oh, okay.
you don't know the answers.
All right, hey,
I'm
everybody.
more confused than I was before.
Everybody, hey, let's give a round of applause to another one of our guests that randomly came on right here, Hunter. Shout out to you, man.
It's
So,
really good story.
My God.
so glad to have you on here. We'll try to get an 18th microphone so we can get everybody in here at some point in time, because that's what we're going to need as this thing kind of gets bigger. So, anybody got anything else funny you want to talk about before things get a little bit more serious? Good.
We fixin' to raise the meter to Aquafina. I need her.
So like we said, the purpose of this podcast is we're growing upstairs together, growing with God together. And this week, wrapping up our puzzled series was on faith. And Miss Grace took over our lesson for faith this week. So I'm going to let her kind of take away with starting us off on the faith topic from this week.
Yeah. Ooh, gosh.
I was going to say, you can turn that thing to you so you can get comfy.
That was the last little puzzle piece for us, talking about 1 Timothy 4:12. And so we talked about active faith versus passive faith tonight, and just walking in faith rather than walking in sight. Why can I always do that? So yeah, just active faith is just putting 100% full trust in the Lord and not being a lukewarm Christian on the line, and just fully committing. And that's hard to do. It's easier said than done. I certainly struggle with it sometimes too. I think we all do. But yeah, just having the faith in the Lord to know that He's got a plan for you, and it's just best for us to trust in him.
Yeah. Walking by faith and not by sight is probably one of the toughest parts of all of it, because it's so easy to walk towards something that you can see and that you can physically touch and you can deal with. But when it comes to faith, you have to walk by faith in something that you might not. Well, evidently my watch wanted to talk about it. But it's like the analogy I gave. Is there $1 million in this world? You guys can talk. Right? Yeah, there's $1 million in this world.
Absolutely.
Have you ever seen $1 million right in front of you?
Definitely not.
I went to that place they print out money in Washington, D.C. I did see $1 million in front of me.
The Federal Reserve.
Yeah, that place.
Okay, so you, Colt, you've never seen it, but you know that it exists.
Absolutely.
Right.
I do.
So faith is in the same way, unless you're going to see a money factory that already printed out the $1 million. But it's kind of in that same way, and I use the analogy even last week. I think when Gramps and I were talking, or it may have been the week before that, like the wind is, you cannot see the wind. You can see what it affects. You can see the grass blowing or the trees blowing. You can see it in a hurricane with rain that's blowing through it. And in the same way, we're to act in our lives walking by faith, not by sight, because you can't see the wind, but you can see what it affects. And that's how we are, when we're affecting other people, that's how you see how God is working.
I'm with you.
Yeah. So, just agreeing with what you said. It just is a lot easier to walk by sight because you can let, like I said in the lesson, like if the Lord can prove to me that he can do this for me, then I'll, put my faith in him. But that's not how we are supposed to live our life, and that's not what he wants from us. This microphone is really like beating me up right now.
It's okay. You're having a Gramps moment with you. It's trying to take you out.
Yeah.
Is there anything major that you guys took out of the lesson tonight, or anything that really stuck out to you guys? I'll ask you like me and Noah ask every time we go to eat. What did you learn tonight?
That's right.
Don't all speak at once.
That's what y'all said.
Dude, that was so profound.
That was a really good answer. I loved it.
Have to get the music going here.
Say it one more time, Ken.
One more time.
Just what y'all said.
No, but that's so good. And I really like y'all, I'm sorry for my voice.
You're good, man.
But I really like the aspect of getting the chair up there and talking about the chair. I've heard people mention that before, like the idea of putting your faith in the chair and stuff. But I'd never heard anybody talk about like sitting halfway on the chair and and actually sitting fully in the chair. And I really like one of the things you said about like when you sit fully in the chair, similar to our walk with the Lord, like when you rest fully in him. That was one thing you said was like, when I sit here fully, like I can rest in the chair.
Yeah.
And when we sit with the Lord and we're fully invested with him, we can rest in him. But as we try to do a little bit of Jesus over here and a little bit of the world over here and a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and we don't allow him to be the center of all of it, then it is, like you said, we're trying to lean on our own, and that stress and that weight is on us, and we're not really allowing him to have the control in our lives and all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult. There are many times in your life that you'll face adversity or you'll face something and you're like, man, I don't understand this. And a lot of that, it's also written, you don't understand what I'm doing right now, but just trust in the Lord with all your heart, with all your strength, with all your might. And he will, it doesn't mean that he's going to take everything away from you, because I think sometimes, the Lord allows us to walk through difficult times too, so that way we learn. And if it's not a learning lesson, it's also, it is just a learning lesson.
No, it
definitely
is. When I was reading up for it, like everything that we go through, he's teaching us to, become servants for him, and so that we can learn and be a brighter light for the world that needs to see Jesus so desperately, and we can't do that unless he is, putting us through these trials and showing us like we have to depend on him through these.
Yeah, there's a reason for everything, he probably has something better in store later on,
Yeah.
That's hard to see in the midst of it, though.
It's very difficult. It's very difficult to sit back and just go, okay, I have to just trust in the Lord with everything and know that that's the problem, is so many times also we want our plan to be the answer when it's not up to, it's not our plan. It's God's plan. And whatever his plan is going to be, no matter how much we want it to be our plan. And sometimes those plans don't line up the same way. Sometimes we think something should be done this way, or this is how it should be going in my life. And that doesn't necessarily mean that's how it's going to be. If it's not the way that God intended it to be, that's not going to be. Does that make sense?
Yeah. He's going to guide you through things, man. Like, even if you don't want it to happen, there's a reason for it. And
yeah.
I think I said it tonight. I don't know. Maybe I kind of blacked out. But somebody explained it to me before. Like, a lot of times we have this plan, right? And then we give it to God. And you're like, just put this stamp of approval. I just need your stamp of approval, the Lord.
Let me get this notarized.
Yeah, let me get this little notarized here. But really, we should, go to him with like an empty slate of like, okay, Lord, I'm all yours. What do you want from me? What do I need to do, or what can I do to glorify you or to serve you? Where do you want me at? Not the, okay, Lord, this is what I need.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a hard transition of a mindset to make, or transition to make from mindset. But it's definitely a changing.
Yeah.
I feel like one thing that's so prominent in our culture today is like to see Jesus and God as just this like genie in a bottle that you just rub the lamp or whatever whenever you're in need, or whenever you have some type of problem or you need help or something. And it's like exactly like what you just said. Like we need to be putting our faith in him day in and day out. And whenever it becomes that genie in a bottle type aspect, it's like we're just kind of coming to God when we need him.
It's convenient.
Right. And we're not allowing him to have that control and use us as a blank slate, like you were saying.
Yeah. And when we do that, we confine him, right? So we put him in that little box and we only let him work in certain areas of our life. When in reality, if you would just release all control and take him out, like he's going to make major changes to your life and do more than you could have ever expected for your life.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I kind of lost my train of thought.
You're good. I think sometimes I think we also sit back and we go, I'm trying to have faith in God, but I don't know what's happening. Like, what is my purpose? Why am I here? And I saw this the other day and I was like, this kind of pertains to this. If I gave you $1 million right now, how would you feel?
Feel great.
Pretty good.
Pretty good, right? Would anything be able to get you in a bad mood for a little while?
Probably not.
Probably not.
The Braves.
You got a bunch of money in your pocket right now. What if I made it $10 million, but you couldn't wake up tomorrow?
What?
I'd be pretty upset.
Like
about
I'd be
that.
dead.
Yeah. What if I gave you $10 million today, but you don't wake up tomorrow? Would you take it? Would you still want the $10 million?
no, I mean,
You wouldn't.
No.
How about you? So why don't we live that way every day when you wake up? If you think that it's worth that much to wake up, why don't we wake up in that same way every day, and knowing that we're about to walk through life and we should be grateful that we get to wake up. And another thing that I'd seen was, he might not have added another day to our lives for us. He may have done it for somebody else. I don't know how many days I have on this earth. None of us do. Nobody knows how many days you actually have on this earth. But some of it may not be for you. Some of it may be to help somebody else. So if we put so much value in our lives, that I know that's a using a money analogy there, and it can be kind of difficult to use that in the same vein. But it's like, if I give you all this money, you'd be happy, but you don't get to wake up tomorrow. All of a sudden, you'd be like, no, I think I'd rather just wake up tomorrow. Well, let's be grateful for the fact that we have another day to wake up and another day to go and do whatever the Lord's will is, and having faith in him that he will do all things in his glory and in his honor.
And just also being intentional with your day, not just like, I think Lori talked about it tonight, but not just like passively going through it, but be intentional with what you're doing and how you're doing it and what you're doing it for. Like, are you doing it out of love or are you doing it because you have to?
Yep. Did your train of thought come back?
Not really.
So there was one other story in the podcast that I had sent Grace on this that it blew me away, but it's at the very end of this episode. And I'm going to try to run through it. I don't have it perfectly in my head, but it was back in the 1800s. There was a tightroper named Charles Blondin, right? So he stretched a tightrope that's like 3 inches thick all the way across. It's like 1,100 feet, I think, across, I can't even think of the
Grand Canyon.
No, not the Grand Canyon. It's the other one.
Niagara Falls.
It may be Niagara Falls. I can't remember, but it's one of those really, really huge areas. He stretches a tightrope across it, and he's like, do you guys believe that I can walk across this? And he was like this circus guy. So everybody's like, oh yeah, you know, he does this stuff. And he walks all the way across it. And he's like, do y'all believe me now? And a lot of people started saying, oh, well, there's mirrors, there's this, there's that. He was like, no, this is the 1800s. You didn't have a phone. You didn't have all that. You had to come and see this happen. So he's like, okay, I'll do it again. So he shows back up. He stretches this wire back out again. And he goes across it. And he's like, do you guys believe me now? And they were like, well, I guess we kind of do. So then he takes a wheelbarrow full of concrete and he wheels it all the way across this tightrope. It's like 162 feet in the air. I don't know if you guys know how high that is. That's pretty high up in the air. There's nothing to catch you. If you fall, you die. That's all there is to it. So he's going. He gets all the way across it and he says, do you guys believe me now? And they're like, yeah, we believe you. He's like, do you believe me? And he's like, we believe. He's like, do you believe? And he's like, I don't know why, but yeah, we believe you. And he's like, okay, somebody get in the wheelbarrow. And everybody's looking at him and they're like, same thing you guys are. It's like, I can get in that wheelbarrow. You believe that he can do it, right? But we don't get in it.
It's pretty good.
You don't want to get in it even though you believe it. And it's having faith and knowing that he's doing this. So much so that then his manager, Harry Colcord was his name. Probably a name that I didn't say right. But his manager, he had been with him for so long that he knew he could do this. So he's like, I tell you what, I'm not going to get in the wheelbarrow. I'll get on your back and I'll trust you to go across this. I've been with you. I have such a relationship with you that I trust you. I have faith in you to be able to do this, that I will get on your back and I will go across this tightrope with you. And he did. And when he got on his back, Blondin told him, you are no longer yourself. You are one with me. If I sway, you sway with me. If we rock, we rock. We breathe together. You are now part of me. You are not yourself. If you sway one way and I the other, we both fall to our death. So in the same way, we build that relationship with Christ, so much so that we have all that faith and all that trust in the world that we're not afraid to get in the wheelbarrow with him. We're not afraid to get on his back and go across this tightrope because we have trust and faith in him and what he's doing in our lives, right? And when I heard the end of that, I'm talking about I had chill bumps. I was like, whoa.
I think I subconsciously listened to that because I remember, now that you're talking about it, I remember listening to that.
But I heard that and I was like, that is like the greatest analogy of something that happened, of like truly just having faith of doing something. And it's, man, if we could just have faith, right?
This one's definitely, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
This one's definitely not as powerful as that, but I also think of it as like jumping out of an airplane, right? Like you have your, what is it called? The parachute on your back, right? And you're just jumping out. Like you don't know where you're going to land at, and your parachute may not work.
Good,
like
yeah.
you have to have faith in your parachute that it's going to work and it's going to open and that you're not going to land in the water somewhere. Like that's just, you have to have so much faith in that. Like that's scary.
And sometimes it
faith
doesn't.
is scary too sometimes, you know, but
taking that leap of faith. My granddad was a paratrooper. He used to do that. Jump out of perfectly good airplanes for no reason. Just doesn't make sense. Well, I mean, it was for our country, but anyway, I digress. I guess I could have made that a little bit better. So do you guys have anything else on faith before we close it up with that? All right.
We fixing to raise the meter, the meter, the meter, the meter, the meter, the meter, the meter to Aquafina. I need her, 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 I need her. Yeah, we fixing to.
All right. So as I do every week, do you guys have anything else you want to add? I really appreciate you guys coming on the show. It's pretty much wrapping it up. I got a dad joke for you that I'll end us on that I do every week. But if you guys got anything you want to say, speak now, forever hold your peace.
do y'all have any jokes?
Oh yeah, got an idea.
Ken's a fun guy. He's got to have some jokes.
Hold up. Let's get the music ready for him again. Okay, Ken just reminded me of something. That is this the story that I was asked, are you going to tell about this earlier?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to bring up one more story. Just because.
We never done story time at the end.
So Ken, do you want to start this or do you want me to ask you about it?
You can ask some.
I can ask you. Okay, so fifth quarter comes around, and we have some couples in our youth group. You know, that's part of it, right? Well, this couple and another couple show up later on into the night with matching pajamas, and Ken was one of these couples that showed up with some matching pajamas. You want to talk to us about that, Ken?
Well, like a week before the lock-in or something, I called her because I was getting something for her homecoming sign, you know.
Yeah.
So I was
Asking her to
asking
homecoming.
what candy she liked, but she said while I was calling her about that, she asked if we want to do matching pajamas, and my sister was with me, and like I think she thought I was going to say no, and she was like nodding her head yes and stuff, and I was like, I'll do it if you get Chloe some, my sister.
Did she get Chloe some?
She did.
I didn't even realize
That
that.
was probably the funniest part of the night was that the little sister matched both couples.
I
Like,
did not
that
even-
was the
I didn't even put
funniest
that
thing
together.
I've ever heard.
I didn't even think about that.
And then
What I want to know is why we didn't get the memo too.
Yeah,
I know,
because
we
all
could've all had
who was the
matching
other?
We
The other
could have
was
hit up the Old Navy and got
yeah,
some
who-
matching PJs.
who was the other? Caleb and
Caleb and Emily.
Emily. Yeah, they had. Didn't y'all all four had the same stuff?
Yeah, and Chloe.
Oh yeah, Chloe. I
Chloe.
forget about Chloe. Can't forget Chloe.
That was
Yeah.
so funny.
Matching PJs.
Just a surprise for y'all.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like Christmas time, that's the best time to go get some PJs,
Yeah.
Old Navy's already got theirs on sale.
bro.
Just to let y'all know.
Mine have a hole in them now. My pants. I don't know how.
Old
Ken.
Navy got them on sale.
Ken, that was like 3 weeks ago.
It
How
had it,
hard do you
It
sleep?
had it the day after the lock-in. I saw it.
Oh well, that probably makes sense because we was playing some. No, we wasn't. Y'all was asleep. Y'all fell asleep like 10 minutes
Probably
into
from me
it.
and Colt playing pool or something.
That pool story is crazy.
Oh my goodness! Time out before we get to this. This is the guy that leaves at what 6:30
That was
Yeah,
insane.
6:30.
to go
Colt.
to a cross country meet. Forget about it. I wouldn't have showed up.
You're better than me. I would not have
I
gone.
did not do good. I was dead.
I know he comes back Wednesday. Noah's like, "How was that race?" He was like, "Man, not too good."
Halfway through it, I was like, man, I'm dead, but it was worth it. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Halfway through it, I'd have been like, "I am so ready to go back to sleep."
I'm
when
just
I
gonna
get out
stop
of
right
this."
here. Y'all can find me later.
Yeah, I'm
I would
finna go
not
to
make it
sleep by
through.
this bush.
No, because I got halfway through and then I saw the people on their last lap, like right before they finished, and I was like, oh my man, like, dude, these people are already like passing me, and I'm not even halfway done with it yet. Poor
Are
Colt.
you normally like fast though? Like, are you normally good?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I was just wondering like how
Oh.
we were compared to other times.
Not. I'm kind of mid. I'm not very good
Okay.
at it.
Okay.
So what's the pool story?
Are they already laughing? All right, let's start it back up, boys.
So
I should have taken some of the questions out so you guys could talk about the pool story.
So me and Ken decide that we want to play a pool, and it progressively gets worse and worse as we keep hitting the ball like over the side of it, and we spent like all the time just hitting the cue ball in.
We spent about an hour just trying to hit the 8-ball in.
Like just hitting it with the pool stick.
No, just like off the cue ball.
You scratched the cue ball and the 8-ball like for an hour.
It was bad. We were so tired.
I remember there was one point during the 5th quarter where me, Ken, and Colt were literally just standing in a triangle, taking a kickball and bouncing it off our chest.
These are the kind of stories we need.
We were trying to see who could bounce it off their chest the hardest.
Someone joined us on that for a bit. It was Hunter or something.
Dude, my chest was so sore after that.
Oh my goodness. Y'all are crazy. Y'all spent an hour trying to hit the 8-ball in the entire time.
Well, we kept hitting the cue ball, but like I kept hitting it over the top, so I like hit it and it just nudged forward just a little bit, and then he would hit it and then it would go over the top, and then
Were y'all trying to do like some dude perfect trick shots or something?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that makes more sense then. I was like, how is this ball just flying off?
Colt kept hitting it in the pocket, so I'd have to bring it all the way across the table and have to try and hit it from like off against the wall.
Ken's like, forget it. Here's a new game.
It was bad.
That's pretty good though.
we're just not very good at pool. I think that's the.
Well, you also that pool table. To be fair, that pool table is it's seen its better days. It really has. You guys got anything else before I hit us with a dad joke and get out of here?
Nah.
Pretty good. All right. So, what is the fastest growing city in Ireland?
Dublin.
Dublin.
Dublin, because it's Dublin. Because it's Dublin every day. All right. Well, here's another one for you. Why did the Scarecrow get so much praise? Because it was outstanding in its field. Noah, tell the people where they can find us.
That's right. You can still find us on Instagram at GrowingUpstairs. Be on the lookout for some things coming this week.
Be good.
Go look at the Instagram. Go look at the Upstairs Youth Instagram as well.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep.
Ken, so
Ken
profound.
approved.
So profound, Ken.
Yep.
Grace, thank you for coming on too.
It was an honor, guys.
We've had some awesome guests that are hanging out in the studio too without a microphone. Hunter!
He's right here.
Oh my goodness! Hey, Hunter, sorry for hollering. Somebody's listening right now and they're going, "Oh my goodness, I can't hear."
You just busted a speaker in somebody's car.
My bad, homie. My bad. Well, guys, I appreciate you guys coming on. I look forward to the next time we get to do this thing.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, you guys keep growing upstairs. We'll check in with you next week.